Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Wendy Jo. Today we are going to be talking about how to market your Shopify store, how to drive traffic to Shopify, because that has been, I've had 2 comments over and over on my videos asking how do we market on Pinterest and how do we drive traffic to Shopify? And so we're going to tackle both of those in this video because they kind of go hand in hand. We're going to jump in. I'm going to share with you, basically, I'm going to take you through these things. I'm going to talk about how you should have your website set up to optimize sales. We're going to talk about the platforms that I use to drive traffic to Shopify. And then I'm going to show you how I research to create the pins for Pinterest so that I'm driving the most traffic possible to the Shopify store, if that makes sense. These strategies will work whether you're selling physical or digital products. This is an overarching strategy. So this doesn't apply to just a digital product store. This could be a drop shipping store. This could be a print on demand store. This could be your handmade items store. It can be any type of store. The first thing is your website, optimizing it. I'm going to take you over to my website here. And as you can see, it's very simple. You can scroll through this and easily see, okay, new in the shop. Here's what's trending. All of my products, it's super easy to navigate. At the top, there is a shop button. It's just simple and clean. You want to make sure that you don't have too much flash and craziness happening on here, because if you do, it's going to make people just navigate straight away. The second thing we're going to talk about is how I drive traffic to Shopify. So if you've been watching these videos on Etsy versus Shopify and me showing you the results of having 2 brand new shops, one on Etsy and one on Shopify, and showing you the numbers and the results, you know that Shopify has won every single month. Like, it has far surpassed all of the sales on Etsy. And of course, there are no fees on Shopify besides your $39 a month. And so obviously it is the clear winner. And so now, how then do we drive traffic to that site? And this was part of why I started this whole experiment, is because I wanted to show you that it was possible to start a brand new site and to drive the traffic here. And this is without paid ads, you guys. This is since May the 1st. We started April 27th was the first product I listed on here. And I think I sold 1 product in April. So this goes through August the 31st here. We have done over $11,000 in sales. And guys, this is all profit, because there is no, fees that are going to anybody else besides me. If this is it. So $11,000 in sales since May the 1st. So in 4 months. So this is an easy way to bring in extra income. And again, no paid ads. So let's dive a little deeper down here, and I will show you, Shopify is great because it does tell you your top selling products, and it tells you, who is returning, your return customer rate, and all of that kind of stuff. But down here under social sessions, you will see that over the lifetime, Pinterest has won hands down compared to all the other platforms. Now, what I will tell you is YouTube was non-existent the first couple of months because I did not share the name of my website or anything on YouTube, because even though my YouTube was not huge, I think I had like 2,000 followers at that point, I didn't want anybody going there just to look at the website. I wanted a true analysis of where my traffic was coming from. So this has only started to pick up in the last 2 months because of my YouTube channel getting monetized and growing, which I'm going to share a video next week on how, finally getting monetized and how much we're making from that. TikTok, honestly, TikTok is where I started. So before we jump into Pinterest, I am going to touch on TikTok. I have done a video before on marketing on TikTok here. So make sure you watch that if you want more in-depth detail. But I did start a brand new TikTok on April the 27th. Right here you can see 4/27 was the very first video. And it was a 7-second video, and these were the only 2 products on the website, you guys. And you can see it was shop and about us. Like, it was not fancy at the time. It was just those 2 products, and that is where it started. And that video has got over 26,000 views, and this is what I have up there so far. So I don't post a ton on TikTok now. Once a day, maybe, I will throw a video up just to continue to bring traffic in from TikTok. But Pinterest is where it's at. And the key with Pinterest is this. You want to be posting one idea pin, which is a video pin. So it's like a reel or a short or whatever, whatever platform you're on. And then you want to have at least 5 static pins per day on Pinterest. I know that seems like a lot, but here's the deal. Idea pins will get traction pretty quickly, but they also will die off quicker. With static pins, which are just still images. So let me go over to my profile so you can see. Okay, static pins are like this. It's just a pin with a picture. It doesn't have a video at all. This is an idea pin. This is a static pin. So 5 to 7 static pins a day and 1 video pin a day. Now, the great thing is you can repost your pins to different boards. So like I have several different boards, and so I could take a pin from PLR products and put it to PLR templates or digital planners or maybe passive income ideas. So I can use pins in multiple places on here. They don't have to all stay in one pin. But the great thing about the static pins is it can take them 6 months sometimes to really get traction on Pinterest, but you will continue to see results from them over and over and over again. This channel is actually a new channel that I started back when I started the MW Co and everything, just to clean things up. I have another channel that was actually much bigger than this one, but I wanted to start fresh with this guy. And you can see I don't have very many followers or very many monthly views, but it's enough to have done this much in sales over the last 4 months. So now let's talk about how I create the pins and what I do. So the first thing I always do, which you guys should know this by now, is research. There are a lot of great paid apps out there that you can use to research before posting to social media. So you've got Marmalade, you've got eRank, you've got Ubersuggest, you've got Insight Factory, Everbee, one of my favorite tools for researching trends on Etsy. And all of those are really good. Ubersuggest is good for all the things, but all of those are really good for researching what people are looking for on Etsy, or some of them on Google and those types of things, what people are shopping for. So those are definitely things to take into consideration. Most of those have a free trial, or they actually have a free version you can use. It's just pretty limited. But you can definitely use all of those tools to do your research. But I'm going to show you a couple of free ones, which I've showed you guys these before. It's been probably at least a year since I did a video on these. But the source itself is Pinterest. That is the source. Because why not search where you're going to be posting pins? And obviously you can see a majority of our traffic is coming from Pinterest. So obviously we want to continue to work on our Pinterest research, right? So I'm pretending that I have a business that is all about weddings, okay? I just picked this just because I do sell a digital wedding planner. If you go to trends.pinterest.com, then you can actually search keywords that apply to your business to see when they're searched the most. You can also see the demographics. I've got several keywords pulled up here, and I'll explain these more in a minute. But all of these keywords, I can see that the demographic is 25 to 34 year olds is the major bulk, 58%, kind of thing. And then over here, female. So if I was going to do ads, which we do not do paid ads, but if I was going to target someone, this is who I'm targeting, 25 to 34 year olds that are female. So Pinterest Trends is a great way to research keywords. So this is what it looks like when you very first pull it up. Now they will give you suggestions based on your current pins of keywords that might apply to your pins that you could promote that pin. Or if it was me, I would repost this pin again and try to throw some of these keywords in if they apply to what I'm doing. It does tell you what's trending, top trends in the US. So you can definitely go through here. And again, like if you're not doing digital, say you're doing something to do with, clothes, then you could know that fall outfits is trending, and outfit ideas, fashion inspo. So you kind of look through here and figure out, okay, what fits your niche and what's trending that you could maybe use those same keywords to pull people into your pins. And when you create pins, you don't want to just throw a bunch of keywords in there. You want to create a title that is catchy, but also uses some trending keywords. And then your description also needs to be like in paragraph form. Don't just put fall nails, fall outfits, custom jeans, Halloween decorations, fall decor. Like, no, that's not going to rank. You need to put together a paragraph, and I'm going to show you how you can do that as well, pretty easily. So this is when you move down here, trending keywords in the last 30 days, the weekly change, the monthly change, and then year over year, how it's performing. You can also go over here and filter the trends. So you can do seasonal trends. So like if you're preparing for, the next season, then you can see what the seasonal trends are going to be. And you can even choose like a time range. So like if you're trying to search like the new year, then you could maybe look at January of 2022 to kind of see what was trending then to get an idea of what might be trending now. You can do top monthly trends. So it'll show you, what's come and gone and what's continuing to climb. And then also just those growing trends, which are ones that are on the up and up right now. And that's why they're there. You can also go in here and you can, hey, look at that, 25 to 34-year-olds, and gender, female. So like if I'm doing a wedding business, I know this is my target audience. So let's see what those people are searching for. And this is what they are searching for. So this is just a great way you can add keywords, interests, all that kind of stuff, and really dig into these trending terms. But then the way that I searched here, these keywords, was just by typing up here. So like I said, we were pretending that we're doing a wedding business. So I started with wedding planner, and that's this green line. And so I can see that it peaked in this year in January. But it's still a great search volume, you guys. So this down here means there's no searches, and this is like middle of the road. So people are searching year round for wedding planners, but it peaks in January. And the same goes for that wedding planner checklist, wedding checklist detailed, and even the wedding budget spreadsheet. But you can see it's on the upward trend here, and it kind of did the same last year. It was in kind of high, and then it kind of pittered out over Christmas. I say pittered out. It's still above 40, so it's pretty good. But then really spiked at the beginning of January. So you could search out all of these terms and kind of figure out, and compare what keywords. So these are words that you probably are going to want to somehow incorporate into your pens. They don't all have to be incorporated into the same one. You can try different ones, and you can also, they give you related trends. So you can go in and check out a lot of these other ones that are here and see what's happening with those. And you can X all of these out and pick a different term and then see what's related to those search terms. So there's a lot of research that can be done in here. Now don't get lost in here, but you can definitely use this to get some ideas of keywords to use. Okay, then we're gonna use these keywords in a minute and I'll show you how. The other thing I want to show you is trends.google.com. So this is another great place to do some research. And I just put in wedding planner here. I can absolutely put in compare and add these other search terms, but for this video, to keep it short, I'm not going to go into that. But you can again see this is just interest over time from September 13th and 14th. So that's just the past day. So I can go to the past 12 months, and on Google, it's even higher searches, which would make sense because not everybody goes to Pinterest to search. But again, it spikes here in January. They're January 8th through the 14th. So like basically the second week of January is when it was spiking here. And then last but not least, we're gonna actually create pens. And so I use tailwind.app to create pens because it is very simple to do, and you can create it for all of your platforms. So I have this connected. I do have an upgraded account. They do have a free version that you can use. You can post, I believe, 21 posts a month directly from Tailwind, but you can create over and over again and then just download your designs and post them yourself. So if you don't want to do all of it, if you don't want to pay for a subscription, then you can do it that way. This is one that I was working on. So you can go in here and you can use Ghostwriter. And with Ghostwriter, you will go in and tell it what you're posting about. So is it a product? Is it a promotion, a behind the scenes? What is it? And then you're going to add keywords or phrases, which this is where you will add in your keywords that you've researched. And you can add a call to action button. So you can hit follow us for more, or learn more, link in bio, or whatever. You can do whatever that you want to here. And then once you've given it all the details, you hit generate caption, and it's going to give you like 3 different captions options to choose from. You can choose the one that fits best, hit select. It will give you the title. It will give you all the thing. And then you just kind of go in and tweak the, the details a little bit to make sure it fits everything. You can ask it to post the hashtags in the first comment, and then it gives you the best words to use to go with your post. And then once you're done, I'm having issues with my Instagram right now, so that's why this says require setup, because it is set up, but it won't do it for whatever reason. But then you can schedule it, and it even tells you when to post. So it will tell you that your users on Pinterest or whatever platform you're posting to are most likely to be online at these times. So schedule it then, and it goes all the days. So, and then you just hit schedule post. You can so easily create a whole bunch of pins at once. I'm just going to show you really fast. So I put in my website. So then I can select, bam, bam, my logo. So I have all these different photos. And so now it's obviously reverting to multiple photo layouts, but then you could go in and select as many as you want. And if you don't like how they look, you can shuffle the colors like this, just hitting that little color button. You can also go in and change the text here, change the color palette, change the branding. You can actually upload your logo and stuff, which I need to do on here. I haven't done it. You can change all of it. And then, so you can also favorite them. So then you go over to your favorites, but then also you can go in and let's say that you want to edit this pen. You can actually go in here and you can change all the things. Like you can literally just go in and change everything that's in here. You can add elements, you can add shapes, arrows, borders. You can add your own extra photos to it. You can do whatever you want to once it's inside of here, and then select the design. So you're not limited to just what they have done for you, but you can start with it and then go back. But then it's pretty easy then to create, you could take all of these and create 5 pins, 10 pins, 20 pins with just this one theme and get them all scheduled to post just like that. So it makes it super fast and it's not as intimidating and overwhelming as it seems. And then it's just being consistent. With TikTok, if you're trying to grow on TikTok, you want to be posting, you guys are not going to love this, 3 videos per day minimum. That is how I have grown my channels. That's just the facts. I've definitely heard people talking about, how many times doesn't matter, when you post doesn't matter, hashtags don't matter. I don't know. I'm not willing to pull away from what I know has worked yet until I see some results differently. But so that's TikTok. With Pinterest, it is 5 static pins per day and 1 video per day. Okay, this has gotten way too long. Hopefully that has answered your questions. But I mean, this is probably I would say it's the 5th Shopify store I've started personally. And we have had probably 5 different Etsy shops personally. And we have grown each of them to earn multiple 6 figures a year. So I'm telling you, this works. We've never paid for ads for Shopify. Now on Etsy, I've told you guys this before, we do the $1 a day on Etsy for ads. And even that isn't going great this month. I'll share more insights with you guys on that. But as far as Shopify, we've never done paid ads. We haven't done Facebook. We haven't done Instagram. We haven't done any of that stuff. And we've been able to grow organically. Now, I'm not saying that we couldn't quadruple our income if we were paying for ads for Facebook and Instagram. but I want to show you guys what's possible for free or for very minimal money. So this is costing us $39 a month. I do now pay an extra $10 a month because I have a subscription service on here and we've outgrown the free version of that, which is a fantastic problem to have. But other than that, everything has just been free and organic on here. So this is what it looks like, marketing for free on Pinterest and on TikTok. So if you have questions, put them in the comments. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe and follow along because I do post every single week about how to earn passive income, tutorials, all those types of things. So thanks for joining me. I will talk to you guys soon.